10 most famous paintings in the world. 1. The Mona Lisa. This is the top-ranked painting, and the work, Mona Lisa, has penetrated the subconscious of every art lover and is known almost everywhere in the world. Created by the talented Italian Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci, to this day, the world's most famous painting still stirs up controversy and has many fascinating stories revolving around this masterpiece. Leonardo da Vinci painted it in 1503 to 1504 until he passed away in 1519. Especially the mysterious smile of Mona Lisa, a smile that holds many secrets, is still the subject of much research trying to explain this enigmatic expression. This masterpiece is currently displayed rigorously at the Louvre Museum in Paris, where it still welcomes over 6 million visitors for viewing and admiration. The Mona Lisa is 500 years old now, and almost the entire world naturally considers it the most beautiful painting. Why is the Mona Lisa painting so famous? Is a perplexing question. Previous theories suggested that it became famous because it was the work of a renowned artist, her enigmatic smile, or the mysterious events surrounding the painting. However, this answer did not satisfy the crowds. According to Britannica, the answer, "there is no specific reason," has been the most widely accepted. According to CNN, the worldwide fame of the Mona Lisa is due to a daring theft that occurred over 100 years ago. When stealing the painting, even Vincenzo never thought that this act would make Mona Lisa shine. 2. Starry Night. Starry Night is a masterpiece by the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. The painting depicts the night sky outside the Saint Paul de Moussel Asylum in Saint-Armide-Provence, France. The masterpiece is rich in religious symbolism, and an interesting fact that few know is that Van Gogh was not very satisfied with this painting of his. He expressed this sentiment in many of his letters, and he certainly didn't think it would be one of humanity's enduring masterpieces. The painting is a composition of swirling celestial bodies, mesmerizing swirls, stylized stars, a glowing moon, a tranquil village, and a towering cypress tree. This painting marks a turning point in his career and became one of the masterpieces of modern art. Starry Night has been copied many times after it became famous. The Starry Night is currently on display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Among many famous paintings by him, Starry Night 1889 is the most recent work in the artist's very brief and unique career, holding a special place in the history of art. To understand the profound impact of this masterpiece, let's explore its context, content, and influence. Van Gogh devoted considerable effort to paint this panoramic scene on several occasions. However, research suggests that the painting was done during the day from memory. In addition to the detailed descriptions and numerous letters he wrote to his brother, the painting is a rare observation of the night sky while the artist was in isolation. Through the iron-barred window, and see an enclosed square of wheat, above which, in the morning, I watched the sun rise in all its glory. 3. Girl with a Pearl Earring. Girl with a Pearl Earring is often referred to as the Mona Lisa of the North, or more specifically, the Mona Lisa of the Netherlands. This is a masterpiece by the Dutch artist Johannes Vermeer, depicting a girl with a captivating gaze and a pearl earring. At first glance, you will be drawn to the allure and beauty of the girl, an incredibly lifelike and sharp portrayal. This masterpiece also served as the inspiration for the novelist Tracy Chevalier, who wrote Girl with a Pearl Earring, later adapted into a film of the same name. The painting is currently displayed at the Mauritshuis Museum in The Hague, Netherlands. Over the centuries, this painting has had various names and acquired its current name in the late 20th century due to the large pearl earring worn by the main character. Researchers can also trace the origins of the pigments used in the oil painting. In the painting, there is white lead from the Peak District in northern England, ultramarine blue from lapis lazuli stone in present-day Afghanistan, and red pigment made from insects living on cactus plants in Mexico and South America. In fact, thanks to the strong development of global trade, Vermeer had the ability to purchase these exotic materials right in his hometown of Delft. These findings not only reveal details about Vermeer's materials, but also tell us about the world's trade in Holland in the 17th century, Van Diver said. It's astonishing to see the high-quality ultramarine blue used in the girl's headscarf. In the 17th century, this blue pigment was worth more than gold. 4. Luncheon of the Boating Party. Luncheon of the Boating Party, or simply, Déjeuner sur l'herbe, is a masterpiece that portrays a group of people having lunch on a sunny balcony at Maison Fournaise, a restaurant, and inn on the banks of the Slade de Chateau. Located in the suburbs of Paris, the building served as a renowned retreat for those seeking to escape the bustling urban atmosphere. Here, they could sit by the Seine River and enjoy the picturesque scenery of Chateau from both the boat and the balcony, or both. To the left of the painting is Reiner's future wife playing with her beloved dog. This artwork later became so famous that actor Edward G. Robinson, known for playing villains in movies, once exclaimed, "For more than 30 years, I've been visiting the Washington Renoir Gallery to admire this magnificent masterpiece and plot its theft." Over the centuries, art enthusiasts have been captivated by Pierre-Auguste Renoir's masterpiece, Luncheon of the Boating Party, a pinnacle of the Impressionist movement. Alongside the skillful brushwork and captivating color palette of the painting, the artwork encompasses three characteristic elements of Renoir: portraiture, still life, and the outdoor scene. Measuring 129.9 centimeters, 172.7 centimeters, Luncheon of the Boating Party is one of Renoir's largest works. He painted it in 1881 and displayed it at the 7th Impressionist exhibition the following year, instantly receiving critical acclaim. The restaurant's owner, Alphonse Fournaise, was a boat builder, and his wife, a part-time cook, opened the inn in 1857. In addition to the rustic location and distinctive cuisine, Renoir especially loved this place because he could observe people and enjoy its romantic ambience. "You can always find me at Fournaise," he wrote. "Here, I am fortunate enough to meet wonderful individuals. I dream of painting." 5. The Persistence of Memory. This is an abstract surrealist masterpiece, The Persistence of Memory, by the renowned artist Salvador Dalí, representing the peak of surrealistic art in the 1930s, and 1940 seconds. The painting depicts a surreal landscape where space, time, and objects appear with unclear logic, embodying the collapse of the universe. The artwork not only attracted the attention of artists worldwide, but also captivated a wide range of fans, physicists, psychologists, and scholars. Considered one of the finest paintings, representing the Surrealism movement, The Persistence of Memory quickly propelled Salvador Dalí to fame when he was still quite young. At the age of 26, Salvador Dalí gave birth to one of the greatest paintings of the 20th century and one of the most influential works in the history of art. The Persistence of Memory by Dalí is the pinnacle of surrealist art from the 1930s to 1940s. While that title may not fully convey the importance of this painting in the art world, in popular culture, and in various academic fields, its appeal has grown to the point where most viewers find a connection between the painting and their own lives. Through the depiction of dreamlike states in The Persistence of Memory, Dalí evoked many theories that no other artist or individual had considered. By examining the interplay of elements in the universe through Einstein's theory, he described them from a Freudian psychological perspective, highlighting the surreal aspects of the world. 6. Number 5. Another masterpiece of abstract expressionism by the artist Jackson Pollock, Number 5, 1948, is a painting characterized by a profusion of brown, gray, yellow, and black lines without a discernible order. The artist laid a canvas on the floor and moved around it, pouring paint and using brushes to drip it onto the canvas. This contemporary painting holds the record for being the most expensive in the world, having been sold for $140 million USD. Number 5. 1948 is a work by Jackson Pollock, a famous American artist known for his contributions to abstract expressionism. It was sold in May 2006, marking a new milestone for the highest price ever paid for a painting until April 2011. The painting was created on a fiberboard panel and measures 8 times 4 meters. Pollock used liquid paint for this work. Specifically, it was synthetic resin paint enamel, but referred to as oil paint to handle the painting's colors. When examining the synthetic colors on the canvas, it had gray, brown, white, and yellow paint combined in what many describe as a dense bird's nest. What makes Pollock's work special is the spontaneous and improvisational abstract expressionism, or action painting, through which they were created. What is expressed in the painting is a form of testimony, a visual language of painting conveyed through sight, sound, and touch between the artist and the viewer. This style had been prevalent before, but was elevated to new heights by Pollock, and it would not have been as significant if he had continued to use oil paint, small brushes, and a palette knife. 7. Adele Block. The painting Adele Block was created by the artist Gustav Klimt, a practitioner of symbolism in art. The painting portrays a beautiful Austrian maiden who had endured much suffering due to her forbidden, passionate love. To complete this masterpiece, the artist spent 3 years. In 2006, businessman Ronald S. Lauder purchased it for $135 million USD. Adele Bloch Bauer was a generous patron of the arts and a prominent figure in Vienna, Austria's cultural life. Gustav Klimt was one of the artists she supported. In gratitude for the beautiful patronage of this lovely lady, Gustav Klimt created at least 2 portraits of her. The artist truly turned his benefactor into an icon with timeless beauty. To this day, Gustav Klimt's portraits of Adele are considered classics in the art world and fetch some of the highest prices in the art market. In the portraits Gustav Klimt created of Adele, it is difficult to discern what is happening behind her clear, black eyes, the only woman he portrayed multiple times in his art. Adele in Klimt's paintings is a woman of depth and mystery. Adele Bloch, born Adele Bauer, was born in Vienna, Austria, in 1881. As the daughter of a bank director and a railway company owner, she grew up in opulence and enjoyed a wealthy childhood dedicated to cultural and artistic education. As a result, Adele developed an early understanding and love for the arts. At the age of 19, Adele married Ferdinand Bloch, a sugar magnate who was 17 years her senior. Ferdinand greatly admired his wife, a young, knowledgeable, and beautiful woman. 8. The Card Players. The Card Players is renowned as the world's most expensive oil painting. This masterpiece was created by the father of modern art, Paul Cézanne, in 1893. This series of paintings is considered one of the most important works in the post-impressionist movement. Created during the later years of the artist's life, The Card Players depicts a scene of rural peasants playing cards. In 2012, the royal family of Qatar acquired it for $254 million USD, making The Card Players the most expensive painting in the world to date. Though living only 6 years into the 20th century, Cézanne's immense influence ensured his place among the greatest artists of the century. Cézanne's works demonstrate finesse in composition, color, and blending. Over his 40-year career as an artist, Cézanne left behind over 900 oil paintings, 400 of which were done in watercolor, with many more left incomplete. To create the series of 5 Card Players, Cézanne drew inspiration from predecessors in Dutch, French, and Italian painting of the 16th and 17th centuries. However, he abandoned the dramatic psychology and storytelling, instead focusing on stoic facial expressions and the simplification of the scene. In the painting featuring 2 card players purchased by Qatar for $250 million USD, Cézanne seems to emphasize form. The painting is filled with basic geometric shapes. As mentioned earlier, the composition of the painting is relatively symmetrical, with a wine bottle in the center dividing the two opponents. If you were to fold the painting along the invisible vertical line of the bottle, the figure on the right would align with the position of the figure on the left, although it is not a perfect mirror symmetry, showing Cézanne's mastery of classical artistic principles. The two halves of the painting also contrast in lighting, with the figure on the right in light and the one on the left in shadow. 9. The Kiss. Considered a national treasure of Austria, The Kiss is a painting created using oil and gold leaf by the artist Klimt. He completed it at the age of 45, while still living with his mother and remaining single. The kiss symbolizes a burning desire for true love and liberation from life's complexities and prejudices. The work was created between 1907 and 1908, during Gustav Klimt's artistic peak. The kiss was part of a series of paintings executed in a similar gold leaf style. It depicts a couple embracing in a passionate kiss, their bodies cloaked in a robe adorned with golden, mosaic-like patterns. The painting is decorated in a style influenced by the contemporary Art Nouveau and the paper folding art of earlier craftsman art movements. The oil painting is overlaid with a layer of gold leaf, giving it a modern, impressive appearance. The Kiss is currently displayed at the Starry Gallery Belvedere Museum in the Belvedere Palace, Vienna, Austria, and is regarded as a masterpiece of the early modern era. It is also an icon of the Jugendstil movement in Austria. Art Nouveau, a desire for art to be closer to society, opposing the conservative art of the time, and is considered Klimt's most well-known work. Gustav Klimt found inspiration for gilding his paintings during a trip to Italy in 1903. While visiting Ravenna, he had the opportunity to witness Byzantine mosaic art in the architecture of the San Vitale Basilica. 10. The Creation of Adam. As a fresco painting on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican City, The Creation of Adam is a globally famous work of art created by the multi-talented Renaissance Italian artist, sculptor, architect, poet, and engineer, Michelangelo, around 1511. Whenever his name is mentioned, people of his time remember an accomplished and exceptional Michelangelo, who excelled in multiple artistic fields and was a worthy rival and friend to the artistic genius Leonardo da Vinci. The Creation of Adam illustrates the moment when God reaches out to touch Adam's finger to bestow the gift of life. It is a complex scene with many layers of symbolism, prompting experts, critics, and art enthusiasts to ponder the profound meaning behind this work of art. According to The Collector, the most direct interpretation of Michelangelo's Creation of Adam is the moment when God created human life, as described in the book of Genesis in the Bible. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." Michelangelo chose to vividly depict this moment, with God extending his hand to touch Adam's finger using his own finger, creating the first spark of life. Above are the top famous paintings in the world created by talented master artists. Surely, not only today, but we also know these masterpieces, and perhaps even forever, they will continue to shine and leave their mark in the hearts of everyone.